What exactly does the president want, Kathleen?
Well, it's interesting, Yvonne, isn't it? Because this is something we've been so focused on the trade issues and many of the technical issues around autos and what part is made in each country. But this is something I think was not expected, that President Trump is saying as part of this agreement, the two nations should agree on more transparency in currency matters. And we learned this, our Bloomberg News team, including Eric Martin, did an interview with the Mexican economy minister, Mr. Ildefonso Guajardo, and he said that this is intended to actually send a signal to nations that might be currency manipulators. Isn't that interesting? Because, of course, many of them are in Asia, at least the ones that could be labeled such. Now, he also says that this U.S. Mexico deal in terms of currencies could include a system for resolution that is, in essence, something that's already in the NAFTA agreement. In Mexico's case, their currency has been battered by a lot of forces. It's been very, very strong at times, very, very weak. In fact, just a year or so ago, when the Banco de Mexico was raising interest rates, the currency was very strong. But obviously, for Donald Trump, what matters is the weakness of other nations' currencies, because he thinks that can give them an unfair advantage when it comes to trade.
Kathleen, what kind of material impact, if any, does this have for Asian countries then?
Well, I think some people think that, or maybe Donald Trump thinks and his team, that if they could get this kind of provision with Mexico and with Canada, if they come in, then maybe somehow that puts more pressure on Asian nations, maybe could even give them some more leverage in their negotiations with China. I think this remains to be seen, because remember, actually, even though Donald Trump talked loud and long about China as a currency manipulator on the campaign trail when he became president, when his Treasury Department has to follow the various measures that determine whether you are a currency manipulator or not, China has not been declared such, and recently to talk about this has been a little bit easier on the U.S. side. Now, so I think this is something that's a long way down the road. Actually, today, Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross was complaining about the weak peso boosting U.S. trade deficit, but it seems to me that if you're looking for a target down the road, it has to be much more based in Asia, and not just China, but Japan and Korea as well.